All right, we are back. Let's see, make sure everything's going out to the proper channels where it should be. Our restream was acting up here. It said it's something, but it looks good to me. Yeah, but we're back. Happy Monday, everybody. We missed some sessions last week. We had a couple things come up. Prioritize, whatever the verbiage you choose. But yeah, Wednesday not as fun. Friday fun. Wednesday our groomer clipped our little coconuts muppet just a little, not bad, but he did kind of give him a little cut, which was very scary. Luckily it's not bad. It's healing already and looking good, but that was a little spooky for a Wednesday session. So we called Wednesday as well as Valentine's Day. It was just too busy, but it all worked out because again I had to go tend to coconut, make sure he was okay. Friday we had we attended the fine art print fair, which was Armory at the Armory, Park Ave Armory. I don't think that's it, but it was pretty cool. It was some incredible art, some incredible stuff. All like prints from museums almost, which was fascinating. Interesting crowd, but still fun people. We got a lot of inspiration, a lot of cool ideas for some artwork actually, which is neat. And yeah, kind of inspired us through the weekend. So now we've just been doing a lot of artwork, a lot of drawing. We broke back into our comic page, which we still have to title, so we'll work on that the next few days. We don't have it yet though, but we're going to be working on that today. We've redrawn a lot of it. I know, terrible. We already transferred and did the pencil drawing, but that's okay. It's looking, I think it's looking much better. It's looking busier, so we're gonna work on coloring it today. We went in and we flatted, I believe it's the term, the figures or foreground, the figures in the foreground as well as the figures, so that we have that as a nice alpha lock layer. And today we're going to be drawing our last figure in as well, hopefully coloring and flatting the background. And then we're really getting close to finishing it up because we have our color palette, we have our colors, we have our layers. Again, I went through and kind of cleaned up the whole file. This is who we're working on today, and there's, as you can see, the layers have been all cleaned up. So we have like just our main layers, we have our color layer. I'll go through all this again, but ultimately, yeah, this is what we're working on today. We have our drawing. Go. There's the full color image, and what we did is we went through and, as you can see, we colored a layer that's all the figures and then all the backgrounds. So that's what we're going to be working on today, is finishing that. What you can do then is alpha lock this somehow, trust me. And what it does now is you can't color anywhere but places that have color. And that's kind of why you go through and you flatten the layers so that you can make the future steps just a little easier, right? Kind of a process in comic book art, digital coloring. I'm not sure if it's still practiced. It's definitely an older practice, or I know of it from as an older practice. But part of me thinks it's probably still being used. There might be other ways to do it, but I don't know them, so that's what we're going with right now. So that's why we have our color layers and our different layers. So yeah, today, like I said, we have our drawing, and we're going to add our happy girl here. So we're actually going to copy this and pull it over so we can kind of make sure it's the same thing. Let's get right into it. I've been talking for, I think, a long enough time, right? All right, let's see. Where are we here? Here, perfect. Thank you. Grab this. Okay. Everything looks pretty good. Cool. All right. Let's have the worst glare. You can probably see the glare actually. Might get kind of dark. Sorry. So it's gonna have to look. Kind of looks cool with the purple actually. So that works. Yeah, that's what we're working with today. So I went through it all on a small screen. I did say I would do it a big screen, so let's do that now. This is what we're working on today. Happy girl. There's the full comic page drawing. We'll go through what we've added and changed, but it's been a lot. If you've been following the journey, we still have two. We're drawing one and then one more thing that we have to change. But with this, we have our full color panel. That's very rough sketch, just our full color palette pretty much. We've saved the colors around the edges. And what we're going to continue to do is tone down these backgrounds so that it sets in. And the characters still come out. So that's why our color palette is important. And then you just kind of modulate the saturation of each. And what we've been working a lot on is flatting the layers. So you can see we went through and have a layer of all the colors. I mean, of all the figures, foreground, background, but just figures. So we can alpha lock and just work on this. And we have our backgrounds as well. So we're going to go through and do that, finish that out, and complete that. And then we'll be able to kind of change the color palettes together, saturations together, and just work in separate layers. And again, the example I was making on a full screen now is when you have your layers flat and you alpha lock, and now the only marks can be made in what's colored. See, that's why you will that's why you would alpha lock that. That's why all that work is it's worth it. Might seem like a lot of extra time, but it makes it very nice throughout the process. And then I'll have a layer on top. That's the final sort of highlight touch-up layer, but that's how we're going about it for now. That's our full process. And again, so now we're working on, let's see, let's do this. Let's duplicate that, and actually I want to do this. Okay, cool. I was working on the opacity here because I started redrawing it on a new layer, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do that on stream. So we're gonna kind of continue working like this. She's in place, so we're gonna move her, right? She's where we want her. You see in the scene. Kind of gonna be there. What I'll do is I'll end up going in and erasing that background area. I'm not gonna do that yet because I want to make sure I like the drawing. So that's kind of why we're working on a new layer here. Let's see. Let's fix our settings. Back to the brushes we know and like. Don't want bright pink. All right, cool. So what we did is we copied the original girl who's supposed to be oh gosh, who's evil, and now this is the happy saved version. Here we can write version instead of child. Evil version. Can I write version? Can I spell version? Has to be. I'm kind of think I'm going crazy. Here we'll go cheeky. cheeky evil version. Now we're drawing the happy saved version. So what we're gonna do is we copy and pasted this so that we can keep it. Oh gosh. Have a nice cool reference to work with, and we're gonna shrink it so we can move right up. And furthermore, what we're gonna do, which is just a me thing, is I like to put my reference on the right side. No, I lied. I'm gonna keep it over here. We're gonna move it a little closer. Yeah, cool. Now we kind of have all this text here that we don't need, right? Where is it? That's the question. All right, so that's where we are with our little character. Yeah, let's see. There's still like some specks somewhere. I hate when that happens. All right, let's move past it. Mentally move past it. So, cheeky and evil. Happy. And fun. Go. So, that's where we're at. Okay, this is how I do my, I go through a bunch of processes. So first things first, I am actually going to duplicate and lower the opacity of one. I don't know which one yet. I like this ponytail more than that one. I like this ponytail a lot more than that one. Right? That's a no-brainer. We can shrink it a little so it's further back, maybe. I don't know, it's actually more forward, isn't it? I didn't mean to do that yet. Again, I'm always copying and pasting and then working in a layer separately before I merge them. I'm always trying to, I should say. So like, see, now that I have kind of what this is, I want to merge this down. Actually, I don't even want to merge it down yet, because what I can do is just work on this one and not worrying about, hello. Oh, there's two of them. Wow. Yeah, I do want it a little smaller here. I want it to interact. I don't want it to be blocked by the hand, right? I want that to be the curve here. So I can just erase right over that hand and make it a little easier on for this process at least. I am definitely gonna redo that. I want to make sure I keep the pigtails so we can Again, see, it's the same girl other than just the same dress. Now that I have this, let's see. That's perfect. I am going to merge it down because I want to draw this here. Actually, I like that one too. Here, let's keep that. And let's. It's gonna look weird. She looks kind of crazy right now. Don't get me wrong. We're gonna clean that up. I promise. Promise you will make her less crazy. Still a little crazy. Kind of the nose that looks spooky. This eye too, you know? That's way too big. Let's see, we want this one first. Did I just put that there? What is that? Is that for me? Put that there. What baby is this? I don't like that. Too much. Don't really want it lining up with all of that though, right? I want those all different personally. This is one of my favorite songs that plays for sure. It's very relaxing. I'm keeping these circles here for. I almost want to keep this and other things here, but I'm not right now. So I'm keeping the cheeks. All right, let's see. Let's. Does that make sense of this hair, right? I've been really trying to focus, which I'm sure there's so many that are off. Again, this is my first one, so it is what it is. Very surprised I actually have it. I'm sure I drew someone I was like much younger, like an actual child, but I've been trying to really focus on like consistency throughout the piece. So making sure things stay the same, everything feels the same, characters are holding stuff in the same hands, designs are in the same, all the little stuff that one I think is funner when you miss it and then it becomes like an art mistake. But I think that has been a big focus of mine, personally. Oh, what am I doing here? Getting my lines confused. Sorry. Make it a little rounder. And like a round head here. Yeah, that's nice. All right, so that's nice. I like that. I like that a lot. I like it a lot. Let's see. So we're here. We're here. We're gonna come here. Okay, cool. Here to the ear. Very nice. Clean all that up. Oh, not yet. Okay. All right, let's keep working through here. Let's see. So we got this. Okay. Can it be that round? I don't know. Hold on. Might be weird. I don't hate it. I'll bring it in just a little bit. Yeah, remember, you can copy and paste with digital art. Don't get that twisted. Let it help you. Let the art help you. Yeah, I like that. Okay, cool. All right, so now we're transferring the outfit here. I think it's okay to like shrink the outfit a little, right? Like make it just a little different and like cuter. I just want that like not even ruffled. Like some ruffled feathers, you know? Let's see, there's the elbow. What is this hand? Okay, we have the hand. All right, and we want the bunny now. We have to redraw this bunny. I think we need to look up a cute bunny toy. Because it doesn't really matter what we do. We can't. The bunny looks just like evil every time. Why it's a bunny? Is that part of the prompt? I don't really remember. Actually, that works. The other arm's like coming out here. I guess that dress isn't checkered, right? Keep looking up and forgetting that I have the reference, like literally not the reference, but I want to copy this. Those look too much. The little feet look like shoes. That works. The thumbs up like too corny, no, right? I don't really know what else to do. Oh, what little girls do when they say like good job. Thumbs up seems right. So now that I'm talking far from the mic, now that I have the drawing refined here, and again, I'm using the under drawing a little lower in opacity to keep working right through it. I kind of like that. I am going to get rid of this one. Okay. Get rid of, actually, you know what? We'll duplicate and we'll do the same. We'll lower opacity. And now we're just cleaning it up. Just final version, cleaning it up. Quick couple marks. Erasures. Can't talk. Get everything really dialed in, and then we'll just drop it into the scene, right? That is pretty much like the full abbreviated process, to be honest. I say full abbreviated because it's like ultimately that's not that short, but with each element of the piece, that's kind of how that's what happens. That's what I'm literally working on. That's what I've been doing all weekend pretty much, is cleaning up and flatting the drawing. Working on the edges, line work, details. Set. And then you kind of just keep fixing and tweaking, right? Get a very fun final piece. But see how if you put the layer under a low opacity, it's almost like when you're redrawing, you don't have to worry so much about where to redraw it, right? It's a little easier. And that's also, as you've been seeing, a good time or a time that I like to try different things, right? Because you can see sort of what was there, what you might put there. Hello? Announce yourself, stranger. You're stinky and you came down? Gross. Ha ha. She's not. Coconut's stinky. It's actually nice. It smells very good right now. See how nice it is to be able to erase and still see what you want to work on. Sure, it's a common practice, but I don't know. Ever done it? Give it a shot. Then we'll also have color that will help, you know, designate things a little further, of course. I don't know if that's the word. It doesn't feel like the correct usage of that word. I like this line here. See it? We'll go like this. Move it. Make it a little bigger. I like that angle a lot, but I wanted it a little higher so it's kind of coming up and out, up and around. So close to getting the full spin. By close, I mean I drop it every time, but I can do a half spin. That's close. It's halfway there. Okay, I see said dilemma. Yeah, that's better. The hand was kind of like bending instead of, well, it still kind of bends. It wasn't holding it though. Like it just ended at the, there was no opening for the hand for the bunny. So it just looked weird. Like those new AI videos. There's one weird AI video that the woman's like twirling a spoon and then it just appears. She's like waving and the spoon appears in her hand and nobody seems to comment. Is she supposed to be a baker or a magician? I don't know. What was the prompt? We'll never know until we see the prompt. That is about to usher in a very weird world, though, that's for sure. Pretty fun. I'm gonna start animating books left and right. That looks too evil. That's from making it, changing the size of it. Sometimes the pixels will change depending on what DPI you're using and how much you're changing the size of it. I think that works. Paul Bay, what up, baby? How you doing, man? I am chilling, brother. How are you? How's life? Hello, baby. Hello, baby. We're here just doodling away. Doodling pictures. See, we have to change this other bunny. The other bunny's too creepy. Maybe it's supposed to be creepy. She's creepy. I like this bunny more. That'll work. Put the baby down for a nap. That life been great. That's so wild, dude. That is crazy stuff. I'm happy to hear, man. I am happy to hear. I knew you'd be killing it, of course, but not the baby. Doing a good job. Sounded strange as it came out. Alright, let's drop this cheeky bitch in. Now we have our nice little drawing, and pow, we open up the rest of the drawing. Now we kept it on 2 different layers, so again we can go in on this back layer and kind of erase behind without disrupting the character here. It has to be behind the tail, right? Yeah. I didn't think about that. I don't really know. I thought about every element other than the tail. I wanted the hand coming out over this edge right here. That's perfect. That's perfect. I keep erasing the tail. Now I'm gonna have to try both. Oh, so you can copy and paste, duplicate, get rid of one, and erase one. What games you playing these days, man? Make them safe for dinner, but I'll check back in, no doubt, bro. I wanna know what games you're playing. Probably none, because you've been just playing daddy mode. And he's eating steak. My man's eating good. Love hearing that, brother. Appreciate you popping in, man. I'm happy you're doing great. Daddy life must be wild. I think she has to be behind the tail here, even though I don't want that to be the case. Interesting. And Baldur's Gate. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. Cause I know some mornings I want a high five. That makes sense. That's fair. Has to be a wild journey. And now we're gonna duplicate this, and we're going to erase the front here. Almost wraps nicely around, actually. I don't hate it, and it gets rid of that one random mark that I've been trying to make sense of. So it's kind of a win-win-win. Oscar turns the poster into a t-shirt. Oh my god, you get that now because you've watched it. Oh, she's gone. Oh, nothing. Moment's over. Yes, the Foffice. The Foffice? Is the show called The Foffice? I do watch The Foffice. I didn't even really hear you. It was just kind of a guess. Feels like I might have been right though, how it came out. Have fun. Can't hear you. Yeah, I think that's better. The other way, she just kind of looks like, what are you even doing there? Why even there? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, otherwise she's just being like brutally ignored. Sad. So we like that. We like that a lot. And now all you do is merge layers. Pow. And they are one. I'm in a weird mood tonight. Fuck off. Go watch The Foffice. Over here making fun of me. grinding down wax, disturbing my viewers. Is this annoying? I'm joking. Just fun. I get paid by the amount I talk, so I have to just keep talking. No, I wish. Jesus. You would have a lot of money. Good old Foffice. We have to get the Foffice back. Our Peacock subscription that we were stealing got canceled. Peacock donors out there. It's gotta be a thing. What if we can start a GoFundMe for Peacock? What? No, it's like 11. Well, that's worth if it is. I would definitely pay $5 a month for the office. For the Foffice. Sorry. You love the Foffice. What's that? Riches. The Goops does. He got it, I guess technically we, because I convinced him to also. But for that one stupid Kansas City game. All right, we get. Oh, I'm like drawing in. I haven't even shown anything that I've changed. If you've been with us on the whole journey, you're gonna notice a lot of different things. So we have backgrounds all completed. Actually, just about, other than this right here. Nope, wrong one. That's an eraser. Other than this right here, the whole drawing is done whether I want it to be or not, because at some point I have to just stop. Otherwise, I'm going to keep drawing. But we have our whole background completed. We have our full panels. We kind of went in, like I said, varied our line work. We're going to vary this a little bit. Gave ourselves full finish here, alleyway, into, again, we went from like face character where the camera's looking, where their face is. We stayed on a 180 scale. Everything movement wise and shot wise makes sense. So we're walking here, we see the left, we see down this right alley. She's in the right alley. We get a reverse view, so now we go 180 and you're seeing from behind the little demon girl. And then we go right 180 back. Same view right down the alley again. Down the alley. Turned, same alley. A little different area. New background completed. So it's all making sense, which is fun. This all kind of changes, and there's no direct transition like to her getting up, because I feel like showing a little, I just feel like there's no way to do that tastefully. So we're gonna make sure that the dress, bunny, and pigtails all match. Might change up her pigtails a little, but we want it to match the hair of the full demon that we've changed. So this is where we've landed on our we've changed this up a lot. It feels much better. We've completed our transition here. So again, let me make sure I got rid of that circle. Okay, cool. So again, we have our girl changing, little dress, gonna be blue. Changing, getting bigger, wings, hands, horns, dress ripping and changing, and pow, that's where we have it. So again, the size change. I was talking about consistency, trying to be consistent throughout the piece. There's the trash can. Put some trash bags. We didn't do that. And we have a palette right here. You can see the size comparison. So again, made her a big old bitch. Made it just look, it feels much more sinister. That's what it is. Much more sinister and completed. The other one just felt, it felt like it was just like an unnamed sort of character. This feels like it could have a character's name. That's all. Just more power and attitude and character. I like the face we resolved here. And yeah, so then we have we changed up this. We changed up the horns quite a bit. What did we? I think we had them like turning right around. Yeah, we had them like that. These, again, just much nicer. Change up this. Added the background here. We're going to, like I said, flat out the background in the second hour. So this is all. We've also figured out what's going to be black to frame up certain characters and moments. Gonna have that. We're gonna have a little frame around her. We have a nice little plan going now that the drawings fairly resolved to where we really like it, right? Last part we wanted to do, we just came down, we added, this is just going to be like, again, colors. We wanted this to run right into this, but there was no way to make it work. So we're just going to kind of put a little glow here. And a little, again, the happy girl that's going to show the day saved. What looks weird is the scale. And I already merged them, didn't I? That's said issue. Got it, got it, got it. Somebody just kept looking like she just didn't look right. Like, it's like, why does she look like a cutout? She's a giant compared to the horse. And she's not supposed to be. Just to clear up any misconceptions here. I really like that placement though. I mean, she has to be tiny. It doesn't make sense otherwise. I thought she's kind of just standing on the tail. That seems rude. Then you can clean it up, make it look even better than it did before. So it's important to really make sure you're trying to look at your work with, I don't know, like not an honest eye, because that just sounds so weird, but I'll think of the word. It's not there though. We know Foffice isn't gonna help. Can't hear you, but I know you're talking shit. I'll figure that out. That's like a small little thing, but it also isn't, because it's gonna sit all alone. That works nicely here. I don't like those. Well, guess there should be a lot of black in this, to be honest. I think that's all gonna go in the background though. I don't want to do that here. I like this just because I was messing around. I mean, yeah, that's working nicely now. I don't care if she has Hulk hands. It's supposed to be exaggeratively coming forward. Yes, that's a word as of now. A little tum-tum. That. I have my monitor right here as well that I look at from a different view, so I'm not just staring into your eyes here. I am, don't get me wrong, but just know there's more going on here. Yeah. That's what feels weird about this. shinier.
잔인해 그대란 사랑 작은 유리병에 나를 넣고 나를 놓아주면 안 되나요? 나 그대 없으면 나 한시도 못 가서 금방 숨이 멎을걸.
Oh, on my headphones. Oh my God. So quiet. I can hear Fofus. JK. I love Fofus. Very much. Some might say too much. I don't know who, but people say crazy things. That's it. All right, cool. That's wonderful, actually. I am gonna copy one of these and actually go a lot of the black background on the drawing layer. Actually, I want to see what happens. I think there's far more solid blacks in a lot of comic book style art just because it covers a lot of space. It looks very busy. Color's gonna obviously fix that. But I also think just simple black values will go a long way. Cool. 8:15. I'm gonna take a 5-minute break, and we're gonna be right back. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the support. If you're liking the content, please like and subscribe, or hit that follow button down below while you're there. Hit that share key and send this video to a friend and make their day. We'll be back 5 minutes. All right. All right, let's get back into it. I like, so I'm just looking at the drawing here. I like no border here. I also know that's frowned upon, but okay, that looks good there. I almost want to not have one here. It almost kind of keeps coming, like adding to the, not 3D effect, but basically that. I just hate that term. Depth illusion. How's that? That sounds cool. Sounds way better, right? Yeah, I feel like that just looks better. Just looks more fun. I don't know if it confuses the eye though. I almost get stuck here. No, not really. All right. So what we're gonna do is, like I said, this is gonna be the test heavy darks, and that's what we're gonna do here. We're gonna frame up characters and almost get it like a two-tone, just black and white, and try to continue to show depth, right? Showing where the lights are here. Do specific. I think that comes too far up. I think right after that first light, we should start getting a little different. Like this area. This side definitely right here. Just because also it's not part of the story necessarily. I'll have to look part of that up about how to kind of ink comics, but part of me thinks if it's not integral and I'm trying to put your eye somewhere, I should just black out the rest of the image. Right? Does that make sense? Can't see it. Why would you look there? It's going to be nighttime for ease of drawing, of course. It's going to be a light there because we have a light post. Okay. Yeah, that's something like that is much better. Whether this kind of fades out like that other side a little bit more, even though it kind of goes across, so I might just leave it like that. I like being able to frame up the main characters and areas of focus. I should really make this tail kind of luxurious here. I don't need you to see that. You didn't know that's a car, though. You don't need to know it's a car, to be fair. Just looks cool. I'm happy how it came out, so I want you to see it. I just made his leg the tail. Please hold. Alright, well, I don't care about the tail right now. That's fine. Mainly, I don't want to just keep drawing swirls. So we'll figure that out. Let's plus this isn't even the drawing version, so we're supposed to be coloring. Like that window's not right. Nope, it's gone. Too big there, okay. Now we're just getting very stylized, I would say, because again, now it's just kind of fun drawing. Whatever I want it to look like is precisely when now I'm gonna make it look that way. Those be black garbage bags? No, they're gonna just stand out. That's okay. I don't like those. Like stairs here, maybe? Stairs look like they're gonna go like that, there. Okey dreaming. Like that, right? I think. Yeah, close enough. My perspective kind of correct here. So I am trying to keep that. That'll be part of a cleanup where I copy paste. Let's keep just adding some darks here. Sleeping puppy in the building. Didn't even wake up ever. Actually sleeps through me talking about him sleeping. Just crazy. Dogs just don't do that. They're like, "Oh, you talking about me? What?" If he wakes up, he's like, "Shut up, I am sleeping." Just pushing the values here, I guess. That's literally what I'm doing, right? Just trying to eliminate a lot of small shapes and turn them into one big shape. No way that was gonna sound correct. But it happened. Same when we talk about doing that with brushes, right? We talk a lot about brush strokes, making small brush strokes kind of look like one together brush stroke. It's that's kind of what my brain's doing right now. Is the same thought. Seeing what shapes I can merge into each other, but keep it again artsy and liney and very fun too. So there is that element. That's why this is also just the fun part, right? Because it's just kind of creating and drawing. I know my parameters. I know my characters. I even know my color palette, which again is kind of ahead of schedule. Yeah, it's not ahead of schedule. I'm probably very behind on how long it takes. But I don't care. It's the first one I've made. And I like it. You'll need the title and put in, I would say, a page 1. But, I mean, it works as a standalone, quick little, 5-6 panel story. Not gonna lie, I'd say it doesn't. Similar to like we talked about with it's all God, it all goes back to values, right? A piece looks good in black and white. Guess what? It'll look good in color. That's almost a fact, which is wild, because all that means is that the values work together to show clear, fun shapes, whatever it might be, a good composition. That's why a lot of times when we're painting, we talked about it. You can take a picture and turn it black and white, and you can see if your values are working, because it should look pretty much the same. Just be warned, it never does. Should though. What I mean by that is you have to fix your values a lot of the time. Pick up on that. And that's a great way to check them. But yeah, ultimately, that's kind of what I'm thinking now, is if I can get this to look good black and white, which I think it looks really nice and strong, but I think there's a lot, I also think there's a lot going on, and a good way to rectify that, it's a funny word, is going to be to simplify a lot of the shapes. Right? I had to fix that a little bit, but kind of working actually. Less usually becomes more. It's one of those things, especially again with values in art. You simplify your value scale. So again, like we've talked about, going from a 1 to a 10 scale to a 3 to a 7, right? So you're working with less values. It's just gonna be easier to kind of make it all work. So it's gonna be a little bit more appealing on the eye sometimes. That's why black and white just pops. That's why snow's awesome, because you just get a black and white value image almost everywhere when it snows. It looks so pretty. It just looks more menacing, but that's, I guess, not always a good thing. And obviously it's not a coincidence that, again, I'm framing up characters, right? That's kind of very much forcing your eye. Even with this one, that's kind of what prompted me to continue this, is I love that panel there. And I just love the symmetry there. Not symmetry, but the flow. And again, just like this, you look here, you look there, it catches your eye, and then you continue moving through the image, right? Which is sometimes a very annoying thing to hear. But I think with comic books, for sure, it's a big part of it, right? The reader's stopping, they're not going to finish the comic. That's just as much writing as the art, if not more the art, honest. Very nice. That's how we want it to look right there. And then see, that's why this is going to work as well. Which is actually, again, part of what prompted us to do this, because I love how this works right here. I love this almost like Venom symbiote Night City feel. Part of it feels like lit, part of it feels... Oh. It's cool though. Oh, this is line. So yeah, that's where that's gonna stay. Perfect. Cool. Let's see. This right here is next. Guessed it. Is this? see, none of this is planned out. I don't love that. I like this side. This side gets a little too just lazy scribbly. Oh, what time? Yeah. 8:45. Man, brain gets good. Oh, I'm getting lazy with it. Oh, and this is our song. This is our ending song. Ah! Alright, we're gonna need new music next time, sorry. This is always now I say, oh, this song's put me to sleep. Next. No, next. Oh. Next. Ha! Who's the jerk now? Nope, that's wrong. Right, it's gonna work actually because flatting is very, very boring. So, I'll talk about it next stream. Google and YouTube, look it up because it's boring. But ultimately, you're just coloring in shapes to build specific layers for coloring. Yes, a lot of coloring. But it's much nicer because you can alpha lock. So again, I can show basically the other example that I showed earlier. But I can alpha lock. So I have one layer. So here's the full colored version. Just figures. Background. The background's what I still have to flat. As you can see, it's not done. This one, I have to fix it. As you can see, I moved everything around. But what you can do with this layer, once you flat this, as it's called, and a lot of times artists will do it with less colors, even simpler colors. I like going in. This is also how I figured out my color palette, so it kind of worked all together. But at this point, I can come here and I can lock this layer, and then whatever I paint, I can only adjust objects that are locked on this layer that already have color. And that just makes it an easier coloring process. So again, a lot of times artists will flat and it'll look like this. Not necessarily pink, but all one color, one shade. And then they have another layer and another layer and another layer. So then you can work on just this layer. So I can come in here and highlight and not worry about messing up the background, and vice versa. So yeah, there's kind of a quick layer of what my quick little, not layer, but explanation of what my understanding of flatting is. Could be wrong, but it works for me. That's where our goal is. So this one's done. Like I said, I have to move this around. This one, as you can see, is pretty much done. We just have to go through and kind of fill in the shades, right? The big thing we're going to do on fill in the spaces, like around the edges, the biggest thing we're going to do, lower the saturation big time. It was here, right? we're gonna go there, so that when this is selected, they all fly out, pop forward. That is the trick, folks. Look at how much different these purples look. They look so much nicer, right? Characters come forward. You can see sort of the difference. Yeah, that's nice. Cool. It's exciting. I still have like 3 minutes, but that was like the reason I was kind of wrapping up is because, you know, I was. Because yeah, that's kind of where, again, I'm not going to start flattening it for the next minute and a half. It's just, well, all right, cool. Let's do it. Whatever. Yeah, all I'm doing is pulling this color. And in this instance, actually, I'm going to color right over the figures here. That doesn't seem right. I'm on the wrong layer. Make sure you're on the right layer. See, that's kind of how the process goes, baby. Yeah, I mean, oh, and see, this is when the song ends. See, now it's over. Oh, I wasn't completely crazy. A little, sure. Completely, nah. That's rude. I don't love that texture there. Where's my brush? The legendary cube brush. I don't know if it's legendary. I feel like it is though, but I'm gonna move past that for now. See, this is when it can I go 100%? Yeah, probably. That's kind of the feel I want, I guess, to be fair. It's kind of what the process is. So now I'm just doing it so again I can alpha lock this whole image. The whole background piece and go from there, right? Make it easier on myself. Let's see, we have a light right here, so it's gonna be what, a little warmer maybe. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Gonna have some little highlights here. Probably be catching the snow. Puddles will have it. Like that. I'm gonna do a full moon right now. Be easy on myself. Worry about clouds later. Oh, the music stopped. Sorry. All right, that is I'm gonna wrap it up anyway, so that works. Yeah, that's the process of flattening right there. So the panel 1, 2 done, and now when I access these, boom. See? And again, we're probably gonna continue going in here and yeah, just a little bit each time. Slow it right down, you know? Keep this foreground really popping out. Add a lot of nice highlights to that. And keep that one sort of grayed down, which is beautiful. All right, I'm going to keep drawing, though, and I'm just going to keep drawing in silence. Otherwise, I have to end the stream. So, appreciate the love. Appreciate the support. We'll be back Wednesday with our in-studio Wednesdays. Working on a Wednesday. I'm trying to think. I feel like I had something very specific that I was working on, but we'll see. Oh yeah, I know what it is. Okay, yeah. We'll see. We're back on the print game. So we'll be kind of finishing it up, releasing the print that was supposed to come out last week. That everything just happened, life happened, and it didn't come out. So we're releasing it this week. And Wednesday is gonna be the day. So appreciate the love, appreciate the support. Don't miss Wednesday. Maybe we'll be giving one away if you're in stream. Who knows? Oh, that'd be fun though. Right. So let's get some purple in here. That's jet black. Very nice. That purple and black. Cool. Work here. Oh well, I guess she's in purple, right? No, I like it for the distance, definitely. I like it here a lot, so that's where we're gonna keep using it. All right. I appreciate the love, appreciate the support, gang. Can't thank you guys enough. Please smash that like and subscribe button down below. Hit that share button. Send this video to a friend and make their day and make mine also. Why not? 2 birds, 1 stone. Until next time, most importantly, above all, stay healthy, stay happy. Much love, gang.